Okay, kia ora everybody, and welcome along to another one of these webcast videos for Level 2 English, looking at really how we can master our essay writing skills within the subject for the end of year external exams. And the question that we're answering through this is quite a fundamental but very important question, which is how do I analyse? Now, why is this question important? Because it sits at the front of every single standard and all of the externals. Analyse how is going to be the essay question that you answer at the end of the year for unfamiliar text, and particularly for the essays that we're asking tonight, that we're talking about tonight. So what you need to consider is what does analyse actually mean? It makes sense that you have a really clear understanding of that, so that when we get into actually writing about it, that you know what you're doing. And then I'm going to teach you about some shortcuts and some tricks to just tune into skills of analysis and be able to drop these into your essays really sort of simply and efficiently. So here we go, about 10 minutes worth, I should think. Excuse me. So analyse means this. It means break down a text into a writer's techniques and connect these to their intended effect. Okay? So at level 1, you're asked to explain how things happen within a text or how things are done. But analyse is much more about techniques, what a writer or a filmmaker does specifically to help communicate their ideas. And it's a really useful kind of a magic word that we can use to make sure that we're analysing all the way through our essays. A really simple word too, and it's this: through. Okay? Might not seem like the most exciting of words, through. How's that going to make me write in a sophisticated and insightful manner? Well, the trick to it is that it unlocks some thinking, okay? But it depends on the phrasing of it. So what we think about is that through the use of technique X, the writer's deliberately doing something. But sometimes when people think about techniques, it's all about metaphors or camera angles or things like that. Well, actually, no, there can be a whole range of different techniques. And if we look here, through the use of dialogue, through something the character does, through the changing relationship, the setting, the symbol, the imagery, the plot twist, there's a whole lot of variations here of different features that a writer can do, and different techniques that a writer can do. And through commenting on these and breaking these down and saying specifically through his use of dramatic irony, or through her ending, the novelist or the poet or etc., making sure that we're expressing it in that way just has those skills of analysis within there. Okay? So it's a simple thing to do, but a really useful thing to do, because you're not going to succeed or succeed highly within the standards if you're not analysing and talking about specific things the writer does in order to communicate the aspect that you're talking about. Okay? Well, there's another little tip as well. Sure, you've been told this by your English teacher, but use the writer's name all the way through. Okay? Learn how to spell it if you don't already. Give it a capital letter, that's always nice, and use the writer's name so you can phrase things like, Shakespeare uses a dialogue between Macbeth and Lady Macbeth to show the tension and the reversal of traditional gender roles, or something like that. Okay? So that's what we're looking at. So when we think about it, here's some sentence stems that you can use. You can borrow these. It's not plagiarizing or anything like this, because you're filling it with your own ideas. But we'll see, by revealing us the reasons behind the character's choice, the writer. So here we go. The writer's use of foreshadowing suggests to us that disaster is going to happen. Imagery is employed by the writer so as to give us a clear sense of the setting or something like that. The perceptive reader, I like that little phrase, the perceptive reader will appreciate that the writer's inclusion of conflict between the two characters creates a sense that there is a battle of wills at play here, or something like that. Okay? So that's just a few stems there for using all of those different techniques that we're talking about, and using the writer's name in there and showing a clear sense that you deliberately understand the writer is using particular things to create a response from the reader. That's what it's all about. But wait, there's more. I've got a cracking little sort of a cheat sheet here. It's been around for a while. It's called the magic sentence, and it's a way to introduce ideas and sound really, really clever. You can use it to start off your paragraphs and your essays if you like. Okay, here it is here. All right. Now what we do is we choose one word from each of the columns to create a particular sentence. Now the stuff in this final column here, that really suits the particular ideas in your text, okay? But if we took it here, we look at this, the author manipulates dialogue to explore the inequity in the characters' relationship, okay? Now that sounds clever. As a marker, I want to hear paragraphs that start like that. The rest of the paragraph's got to be pretty good as well, but it's just a great way to lead into your thinking. And it's also directing you all of the time to analyse. The persona, and we'd use that for a speaker within a poem, utilises conflict to emphasise the mutual lack of empathy present. Okay? Boom. Great start to when you say paragraph. The director manipulates dialogue to explore the inequities in the character's relationship. The author includes symbolism to deepen our understanding of the harsh, brutal nature of the situation. You get the idea. You can choose anything from here, anything from each column and string it together. Okay, and these are particular kind of things that a writer usually is trying to do in some way. So there's a nice little kind of a cheat sheet, and remember, all of these resources are available in the accompanying ebook that comes with these webinars as well. So you can go back and find the magic sentence within there, find this list of techniques that you can talk about through the use of. Okay, but when we get to the end of it, what we've got to think is, look, how do I analyse? What's it all about? And there's some key things here. Through choosing, selecting, employing, using, utilising a particular thing, a writer is deliberately shaping your response to their text. Okay? And so we're identifying it, we're talking about the use of it, we're identifying that aspect of the text, and we're connecting it to the purpose of the writer. Why is the writer doing it? Two reasons, always two reasons. They're trying to get you to think about something and feel something as well. Okay, and also by using the magic sentence. That's another way that we can actually that you can do it and sound clever. Okay, look, I hope you found this helpful. For more on paragraph writing, there's another webinar on a really nice trick for building really sophisticated essay questions at level 2. But we need to start off with making sure we understand how to analyse before we can do anything else with them. All right. Okay. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your time. Good luck.